AMC stock is on fire yet again today, folks. Let's just dive into it. It's currently about noon on the East Coast. We have AMC stock up about 9%, and that's after yesterday it went up, 15, 16%. So now it's up well over 20% in the last 48 hours, not even 48 hours. And what we're noticing here on the 4-hour chart, guys, is the head and shoulders, well, the neckline, we're starting to break out of it. Bulls are starting to get out of the neckline, which we outlined yesterday, by the way, which you guys can see it's right around $6.40, $6.50 right here. We're above that point. We broke above that point. Currently, the stock's at $6.65, and if I pull the intraday up, you're going to see we almost hit $6.80 just about 10, 15 minutes prior to me filming this video. So to me, guys, it is clear as day right now that AMC, the Bulls, are gaining the momentum, and they have. I mean, they have had momentum the past couple of days, but the fact that now we're breaking out of six, the mid-sixes here, that's, them gaining even more momentum. Bulls really starting to push this thing, and I feel like we could be going up to test now the highs from the beginning of this month, which is right. Those highs are roughly at $7.30, which is the head of the head and shoulders here. You guys can see it. So at this point, I'm thinking the fact that we broke the mid-sixes, this momentum's going to continue. Maybe to 7, maybe to the mid-sevens. Now, if we break above, let's say, 730, which, again, is the head of this head and shoulders, let me actually set my alert. Actually, I'll put it at 735 right there. If we're able to break out of that point, you may be asking yourself, Stas, where could this be going next? Well, I'll show you. I'll tell you where it could be potentially going next. If we draw out some lines here, you guys can see back in the middle of November, pretty much all of November into the middle of December, the stock was failing at about $8.25, and we can see here in the beginning of December, it ran up to about $9. So initially here, if we fill the gap to 730, we break 730, it could initially run, or after that, it could run to about 820. Which again was that high from the middle of November roughly. If 820 were to break, we could go mid-high 8s. And of course, that $9 level, which is a big resistance from the beginning of December. So it's looking pretty good, guys. It looks like momentum is really starting to pick back up here for the Bulls. And like I said yesterday, maybe you guys saw it, maybe not. I don't know. If you haven't seen the videos from yesterday, you got to subscribe and turn on that notification bell. I'm not sure what you guys are doing if you have not done that already. But we talked about yesterday how they're reporting earnings on the 28th, which is next. What is that? Next Tuesday? This upcoming Tuesday. So, yeah, that could be, a catalyst that, we might get a catalyst from the earnings report that could move the stock even more. Maybe it runs into the earnings report. I don't know. But all I know is right now, Bulls are gaining that momentum, and we could be going to $7 fairly quickly. And, of course, with AMC, guys, with any of these meme stocks, any of these Wall Street bet stocks, anything could happen. So please, please, please don't make any decisions based on this video. I'm just breaking it down the way I'm seeing it here. For all we know, guys, this could fall to the 5s again tomorrow. I have no idea. But all I'm saying is now, in this moment in time when I'm making this video, we're breaking out, and that's how it's looking right now. So that's how, that's why I'm breaking it down in this video. But of course, again, it could turn for the worse. We don't know. These stocks are very unpredictable and very volatile. You got to keep that in mind. So let's do a quick update on Tesla, which is now under $200, and you guys can see it's roughly at 197. So it's not like it's collapsing to 180 or anything like that, or 170 yet. It might do that, who knows? But it looks like it's maintaining under 200, and we called out the head and shoulders. You guys, you can see that right here. We talked about that yesterday, the day before yesterday as well. We covered that. So that's still intact. We have the right shoulder, left shoulder, the head. You guys see that, and you might be able to see it even better on the 20-day. Yeah, there we go. So the fact that right now in real time we're holding 190 to 195, that's a good sign for the Bulls. But really, it's kind of like the last straw for the Bulls, in my opinion, before this starts to collapse down to potentially 180, followed by potentially 165 to 170. And you guys can see if I pull up the intraday on Tesla, we actually got down to 190 this morning. We got a lot of selling pressure from about 9:45, 9:50 a.m. on the East Coast to about 10:20. So in about 20, 30 minutes, guys, this thing fell 4%. That was a big sell-off. And of course, since that point, we've recovered pretty much all those losses. But the fact that on the 5-day, we took the lows out from yesterday, that leads me to believe bears in the very short term here on Tesla the past couple of days, they're in charge. We can see we took the low out from yesterday. And yesterday, we took the low out from the previous trading day. You guys can see that. So you got to keep that in mind. We have the head and shoulders. We have the bearish divergence here on Tesla. We're taking the lows out on the 5-day, 5-minute. It's not collapsing fully yet, but it's slowly starting to break down, at least in my opinion. And we'll see what happens here at 188 to 190. Of course, we got buying pressure there earlier after that morning sell-off. But if we retest that and we fall under that point, that's where selling could really start to ratchet up here on Tesla, and it could start to get ugly from that point. Let's see what else is moving here, guys. We have Tyson Foods making a move today. TSM is the ticker on that, and nothing really worth mentioning there. Pinterest is up on the day as well. We do have a lot of stocks that are doing pretty well. Look at Pinterest, guys. We have a clear ascending, not an ascending triangle. I'm mixing up my patterns again today, guys. We have an uptrending channel here on Pinterest. We just recently shot up to about $30 after the earnings. Pulled back from that point a good chunk, about 15-20%, almost in a bear market in the past couple weeks on Pinterest. But it does seem like bulls are coming in here at the bottom of this channel. This could be a pretty interesting play if it's able to bounce off of this, the bottom of this channel, and especially if it's able to break back over these moving averages on the 4-hour chart, which those are right about at $26 a share. So I'll set my alert there. Mark is that we're above 26. We break out of there. There could be some more upside here on Pinterest. And if we look at the overall markets, guys, pretty much there's nothing really new to cover here. We covered a lot yesterday about the overall markets. We can see here if we pop, let's see the 5-day. Did we take the lows out? Yeah, we did. We took the lows out from yesterday. So kind of like what I said with Tesla, where Tesla took the lows out from yesterday, right? This, and from the day before that, for that matter, the same thing applies here to SPY. Even though it's up on the day, markets, all across the board, indexes are up. Russell, Dow. I was about to say the DASDAQ. The Russell, the Dow, not the DASDAQ, the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P. All of them are up, but on the day at least. But we took the lows out, right? SPY took the lows out. It hit 397. The low from yesterday was 398.75. So that took the low out. Triple Q probably did as well. Let me pull it up and see. Yeah, we hit 292 today. Yesterday, the low was roughly 294. So, yeah, I mean, this, even though it's up, bears are still in control in the very short term on the 5-day, 5-minute. And on the 4-hour chart, if Triple Q starts to collapse under 290, that is where the bears are really, really, really going to start coming into play, guys, coming into play, at least in my opinion. That's why my alert is at 290 on Triple Q. And on SPY, let me pull it up. My alert is at, I don't even have an alert, but we're pretty much at a big level right now, 398,400. If we fall under this point, that is where a lot more downside could potentially come in. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I'm going to keep it pretty short for this video. I'll do another one later today, probably a couple more later today. So make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button. Don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo, each up to $2,000 using that link down below, or going to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. You could also get up to 12 stocks from Webull. And don't forget to check out my Patreon, guys. I'm running a Patreon portfolio, which I just bought more stock today in that Patreon portfolio. We're building that nice and slowly here throughout the entire bear market. Or, well, technically we're not in a bear market anymore, but you guys know what I mean. If you want to be a part of the Patreon, you get Discord access, you get charts throughout the day, posts, my thoughts throughout the day, you get one-on-one access, and again, that Patreon portfolio. All of that is on Patreon down below or in the description box, link in the bio, depending on where you're watching this video. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.